You know air, fire, water, and earth.
Yes.
But look, there's a fifth spirit, said to be a bridge between us and the magic of nature.
When was the first time you heard Let It Go, you know? When did you become aware of how big this was?
I was a sophomore at NYU, and I actually dragged my friends to the theater 4 times to see it. I'm not ashamed. I'm a massive fan. Have a stuffed Olaf. Huge fan.
Whoa.
So, yeah, this is a big deal. I'm trying to keep it cool right now.
Right.
Well, yes, I'm new to the world of parenting, but I have a lot of friends who have kids, and yeah, Let It Go seemed to have power over them. That so I actually knew this song before I had seen the movie, because by that point, like,
it
his
took
daughter,
over.
yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
just, yeah. So yeah, I was excited to be like, oh, so that's the context of that song. I had no idea.
Ready? I could use a rehearsal. I love love.
Wait, you talk for them too?
I do.
It's like you can actually hear what they're thinking.
Yeah, and then you just say it.
Your characters are related, your family, but when did you first meet each other? It doesn't happen until...
Yeah, it was
was-
very secretive. You
Yeah.
can tell if you want.
Well, it was at like a party, basically.
Almost a year ago this month.
Almost a year ago. This month?
Oscar week.
That's right.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yep.
And yeah, Rachel came up to me and was like, "I'm playing your sister in Frozen 2."
Is that how you impersonate me?
No, it wasn't like
fine,
it wasn't
it's fine.
as terrifying as I just did it. It was, but it was so secretive that like at first I was like, how do you know that it was like I wasn't allowed to tell anybody, so I told like maybe a couple people,
Right.
but it was very exciting.
Yeah, we had to play it really cool, like no one could know.
The audition had no actual material from the movie. It was just a monologue that had nothing. It was from
Nothing.
a play, from 2 different plays for.
Mine was David Mamet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Disney.
I can't remember who wrote mine, but it was about sheep. And, and it was Irish initially. Anyway, I'll look it up and know for when it doesn't matter anymore. And then we had to sing a song, and that was the scary part for me, because aside from the Lammy Lammy song on Gravity Falls, I wasn't, that's just like a 12-year-old. I love singing, but I had never done it like in an audition, so it was a big personal journey for me to get brave enough to sing in front of strangers.
Dive down deep into her sound, but not too far, or you'll be drowned.
Why do lullabies always have to have some terrible warning in them?
I wonder that all the time.
I can't stop thinking about that. They had you read Mamet for this. That's so funny.
Mamet, I had never done a voiceover audition in my life, so I was like going into it. I was like, wow, okay, Frozen 2 is my first voiceover audition.
Yeah.
That's not normal. But it was such an amazing experience, and I majored in musical theater. Like, that's what I studied. So for me, getting a David Mamet monologue and then having to sing, I was like, wow, this is what I can do. Like, this is finally my training. My gosh, is like helping. And we both have talked about it. We both went into it never expecting to actually book it, but just wanted to like soak up every second of this process.
How in your head are you about how your voice sounds, like the quality of your voice? You want to project a character maybe, but you don't know the character yet, so.
Right, during the audition, you mean? I actually was surprisingly not in my head. I just was like, I think this is what they'd want. They just said deeper raspy, so I just really played into that a little bit, and that was about it. But then other than that, I was like, I'm just gonna be me. And
I was super in my head,
Yeah.
and they told me that I was allowed to not look at them. So instead of
Wait,
just like looking a
seriously?
little off, in the pre-read.
Oh.
And I was so nervous that I started kind of looking like this, and then by the end of the song, I was fully around, looking out the window at like a little Mickey that was on a fence, and I just was like, hello. Well, because the other thing is, my voice didn't ever sound like that. I was so nervous that it added a little extra vibrato there, which didn't help. It was very clearly like a nervous singing voice, but they could tell that I could carry a tune enough, so they're like, go to a vocal coach for a month and then come back for the main one. And I was like, ooh. But yeah, I was so nervous and so conscious of it, and yeah, it's very scary.
I'm really sorry that...
No, it's fine.
Yeah, yep. Okay, I better go pack. You coming with?
I'll just, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
You know where you're going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know the woods.